25 laps of Lodge at Port Arrowhead action, taking the green flag next time, turn number 4. Well, the pace truck picking up the pace will be headed to the infield here on the backstretch. Hayden Martin, Miles Paulus look to get the dance started this time, turn number 4. Well, they tighten him up, a wing to tank into turns 3 and 4, green flag. Oh, Martin sliding wide over in turn number 2. We'll show him down the backstretch. Here comes Paulus on the attack, turn number 4. It's going to be Martin, Paulus, and Jennington, your top 4. Tyler Blake racing into the 4th position, followed by Olive Grimes. Cornell now looking to make a move on Belmore position, turn 4. Well, Martin out about 8 car lengths over Miles Paulus at the flag stand. Good battle. Now brewing as Superman looks to the high side of Blank. Give it to Allenball. Racing his way into the top 4. Now it's Brian Grimes drawing a beat on the 75 of Blank for the number 5 spot. Meanwhile, up front, the battle starting to thicken as Paulus closing on Hayden Martin and the top spot. Tyler Blank now battling back. Allenball, Blank. What a battle for position. Now Blank back into the top 4. Meanwhile, Miles Paulus closing on Hayden Martin, turn number 4, as Paulus taking it all the way upstairs, turn 4. And Blank now racing alongside Jennington. Here is Allenball, a 3-car battle. Up front it is Paulus applying the pressure. Hayden Martin will catch the lap traffic as they'll look high side. Fair and Crank, turn number 4. We're 8 laps in, 17 to go. Battle continuing into turns 1 and 2 as our leaders slice and dice to the rear of the field. Here comes Paulus closing on Martin for the lead, turn number 4. And it's going to be Martin diving under the 24 of Carpenter. Gets by cleanly. Paulus now racing high side of Carpenter, continuing to be a close affair for the lead. Allenball has worked his way into the number 3 position. Jonathan Cornell on the move as Cornell now racing to the back bumper of Jennington. Turn number 1. It's going to be Cornell looking to the low side up front. Battle for the lead, turn number 4. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Miles Paulus taking over lap number 12. 1 lap short of the halfway mark. Keep your eye on Austin Allenball. Putting together a great drive as Allenball reeling in our leaders. And we got a car slowing backstretch. Evan Martin pulling to the infield. The 91 Riley Kreisel. Slow turn 3. Yellow flag. Yellow flag. Well, caution flag flying here at lap number 14. 45 of Herrera. Well, ready to go at that orange cone, middle of the front stretch. Michael Tess giving him a look, and a green flag once again. And it's going to be Allenball battling with Hayden Martin for the runner-up spot. Give it to Allenball here at lap number 14. Jennington Martin now racing wheel to wheel for that 3rd position. Tyler Blank and Cornell having a good tussle for the number 5 spot. Out front is Paulus motoring out on the field. Well, Cornell diving to the bottom of the speedway, turn number 4. Out front, Miles Paulus out to about 8 car lengths over Allenball, turn number 2. Jennington able to clear. Martin on the high side of turn number 2. Oh, smoke from the Martin machine. Turn 4, turn 4. And we've got yellow flag, yellow flag. Well, tough break. The 67 Hayden Martin with us all the way from Olive Branch, Mississippi. Jennington and the Blank tighten them up. Wing to tail into turn number 3. Once again, Michael Tess looking to wave the green flag, nose to tail until we reach that orange cone at the flag stand. And Tyler Blank now battling with Jennington. They are wheel to wheel, turn 3. Here comes Cornell cranking around that top side of the Speedway. Out front once again, Miles Paulus has set sail in the field. Paulus out to about 15 car lengths over Alamo. Tyler Blank in the number 3 spot, followed by Jonathan Cornell, Jennington, and Grimes. Well, Miles Paulus just about to catch the rear of the field. We've got 3 to go, this time 3 to go. Cornell trying to reel in Tyler Blank. Meanwhile, Jennington able to drive away from Brian Grimes, now feeling the pressure from Kyle Belm. 2 to go. And the white flag's going to be flying down in turn number 4 one more time. Miles Paulus. And the final trip, turn number 4, checker flag. It's Miles Paulus, feature winner. Austin Allenbaugh, Tyler Blank, Jonathan Cornell, Arrington Jennington. Well, from outside of road number 1, it is Miles Paulus and the Tim Duke Construction 21 heading for Lake Ozark Speedway Victory Lane. A great drive, the 33 of Austin Allenbaugh from outside of that second row, cruising to a runner-up finish. Third will be the 75 Tyler Blank from outside of row number 3 to round out your top 3 on the Speedway here tonight. Well, it's going to be the 35 machine of Cornell finishing 4th and the 3 of Arrington Jennington to round out your top 5 in your Lodge at Port Arrowhead action here tonight. Well, awaiting the arrival of our top 3 drivers down in Lake Ozark Speedway Victory Lane. And he's out of the car. Race fans, let him hear you. Miles Paulus, feature winner. Well, looks like our buddy Scotty Cook going to catch a word with our top 3 drivers in Victory Lane.
Hey, Lake Ozark Speedway, what are you guys thinking about that? Give them a big round of applause. Monster Miles! Monster Miles, Paul, us a big run tonight. We'll step over here so they can get you in center. You had to earn that one tonight, and you planted that sucker on the top side, and away she went. Welcome to Victory Lane, buddy.
Yeah, it's been way too long for us to get back here. We should have been here a long time ago, but, you know, there's been a lot of mistakes I've made, and we've drew bad, and, you know, it's all starting to turn around, and I can't thank everybody that helps us enough. Terry builds an awesome race car. Lee at Ostrich Racing Engines gives us an amazing motor. T&G Farms sure built suspension. Pack Racing, Springs, Brown & Miller Racing Solution, Jake's Paint Shop, and just everybody that helps us. We couldn't do it without them.
You know, there's something to be said for coming out the gate. Your first year in on the Warrior Tour, picked up the big championship, but the season ends, then you got to refocus and keep that almighty possibility of a sophomore jinx in the back of your mind. Not that it's been a sophomore jinx, but it's not been real easy this summer so far.
No, it definitely, we haven't took off like we did last year, and part of that's my fault, just making too many mistakes, but I think we just got to buckle down and concentrate, and I think we'll be just fine.
Well, you and Mr. Dukes had a rolling tonight. Very proud of you, young man, and I know many more wins for you in your future. It was a treat to be here tonight watching.
Yeah, this is your go-away present. Thanks, buddy. Come back and see us.
Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate it. One more time, Lake Ozark Speedway. Give him a big round of applause. Monster Miles Paulus, tonight's winner for your 360 sprint cars. And this young man coming over from Higginsville, Missouri, well-deserved round of applause as well. Austin Allenbaugh, the young man of steel, a great run tonight, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know that I would have had a shot at Miles in clean air. This race, if we could have stayed in lap traffic, I maybe could have caught him when his momentum got broke. But the last 3 laps, this motor was laying down, and it's one of those things. As an owner, you want to stop, but you also got to find a way to pay for it. So it was already blowing up. I may as well finish.
You got to give kudos to Mr. Grimes tonight. Gave you an awesome surface.
Oh, man. If you guys aren't happy about that race, you guys need to check your pulse because you're dead. That race was awesome from my perspective. We had some sliding going on back there for about 5th, and it was a hell of a battle.
And I know that it feels good. A little hiatus for you the last couple of years. Obviously, you've had your hands full raising a family, but I know it feels really good to be back behind the wheel of a sprint car.
Oh, yeah, especially just to get back on the podium. I mean, we've got good equipment, and we should be up here. It's just the driver makes stupid mistakes and puts us in bad spots, and, I mean, it's just stuff you got to overcome as a racer.
Dad win?
Say go.
Oh, now you don't want to talk. Hey, congratulations, hell of a run, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
All right, that's Austin Allenbaugh, tonight's podium goer, and we will get over here and have a real quick chat with the other podium goer before we get your War sprint cars out on the speedway. A well-deserved round of applause, California, Missouri's Tyler Blank. A big run tonight, buddy. You had to start outside of the top 3, and you worked your way forward, and a whole lot of dicing and slicing going on to get there.
Yeah, it was awesome. I don't know if anybody competed with Miles there, but me and Jonathan and Jennington, we all kind of went at it. We had a great race and kind of got behind the 8 ball. We kind of got shuffled back there before the 67 car, I think, lost the motor, and we were able to make our way to the front. We started reeling them in the last couple laps, but it was just too late. There's nothing I could do. They were rolling really nice. So congrats to Miles and Austin, and hopefully we're going to head home tomorrow to Double X Speedway and maybe try to make it 5 in a row.
I was going to say, speaking of which, you've been on an absolute roll back home at the Double X Speedway and outside of a jaunt down to Florida to give the cobwebs a shake off and launch the 2019 season back in February. You've been committed to the Double X Speedway, been on fire, but I know it feels good to you to get back here on a different track than the Double X Speedway to prove to the rest of these guys, hey, this just ain't no Double X Speedway fluke.
Yeah, we definitely got a lot of momentum. This Maxim chassis, Westmar motor, all my sponsors that's on board, my crew, man, they're just doing an awesome job. So with the rain kind of letting up, we're finally able to get some work done. So I'm going to be able to do some Saturday night racing. So hopefully we can catch you all in a few, next week in ASCS. So hopefully we'll be back.
We appreciate your time. Hell of a run, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you all for coming out.
All right, once again, California, Missouri's Tyler Blank. Rounding out tonight's podium, give all these guys a great big round of applause. Lake Ozark Speedway.